never seen that many turkeys in one spot.
He's a monster. That's 3 deer in 3 days, baby. Hell yeah. Hey guys, so it's the morning of the 10th day. So it's the 10th or 11th day. We're not quite sure. We lose track out here. But anyways, so we just camped at the trailhead for the next location last night. It dumped rain on us all night long, and while we were setting up camp, it was dumping rain on us. That's why you guys didn't see any footage really. But there's pretty much what camp was. We just set up the teepee, and we actually had the wood stove going in there. So that was really nice. It kept us pretty warm, but we were still kind of wet because we were wet going in there. It probably would have kept us dry if it wasn't raining when we set up. But what can you do? We all got pretty decent rain gear, so I think we'll be okay. But we're just packing up now, and then we're gonna go hike in. It's about 5 miles into where we want to camp tonight. So we're gonna hike in there, set up camp, and then we might do some hunting and calling tonight. But we'll just have to see how long it takes us to get in there and set up camp and get everything put together. Not sure how much filming we're going to do on the trail. We might just update you guys when we get there. So we'll see you guys then. That is a nasty deep hole. So we've hiked in a couple of miles now, and we're seeing some elk sign. We're not quite as far as we wanted to go to set up camp, but we're going to be stopping and calling along the way to see if we can turn anything up. So right here we have a big nasty drainage, and Oliver's going to let out a couple calls, see if we can turn anything up in here. Just keep calling and hunting our way back into this zone. Alright, so we're hanging out here in the tent with the stove rolling, and it has just been spitting rain on us all day long. And so we don't have anything that's dry. We're trying to dry all our stuff out. Everything's soaked. It sounds like it's kind of slowed down right now. It just sounds like what's hitting us now is stuff from the trees, and so hopefully it lets up over the night and we can get stuff dried out. This stove does a great job at drying everything out. That's probably why I'm very blurry right now, is it's pretty humid in here. Everything, there's steam coming off everything. So it is drying everything out, but the steam just hits the wall of the tent and then runs down, and then it just hits us again, and it just creates this cycle. So until it really stops raining, it'll be hard to get everything dried out. But we're hanging out here, we're plenty warm. Got a nice toasty stove going. I think in the morning, we've never been in this basin before, so we're just kind of learning kind of the lay of the land. We don't know where there's any elk. There's a lot of good elk sign around here. We bugled on our way in, but didn't hear anything. So I think tomorrow, all three of us are just gonna go in a different direction. We're all three gonna be calling to try and find some elk. And then if we find anything or not, we're all gonna meet back here at camp at about midday, report our findings, and go from there. You know, if someone finds elk, then we'll go pursue and hunt those elk. But if no one finds anything, then for the afternoon, we'll probably, again, all three go separate directions. Go look for elk, see if we can find anything. Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Is that your headlamp? No. Did you hear that though?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's since that thing's waterproof, there's pressure built up in it.
Oh.
And it popped the seal.
It just blew out its pressure.
That is funny.
Wow. I don't even remember what I was saying. But, so yeah, tomorrow afternoon, if we don't find any elk in the morning, tomorrow afternoon we're going to go, again, all separate directions, look for something. But we're really only going to spend one day hunting back in here. You know, we hiked and hunted our way in today. We'll spend one whole day hunting and looking for elk tomorrow. If we don't find anything, I suspect that we'll probably pack things up, hike out, and go check out somewhere else.
Good morning, everybody. I just got out of bed, just started hiking. So today, all three of us, me, Devin, and Oliver, we're gonna be all spreading out, and we're gonna go calling and looking for elk, kind of like I did right before Devin got his, but it'll be with three of us, so hopefully we can cover more ground, see more area, hopefully find some elk. So yeah, right now there's three little areas. There's a burn, there's kind of just some dark green timber, and then there's an area with some lakes. So we called it the green, the burn, and the lakes. Oliver's taking the burn, I'm taking the lakes, and Devin's taking the green. So I'm just gonna hike around, do some calling, see if I get some responses, maybe see if I spook some elk or see some elk. So that's what we're going for today. Alright guys, we all split up, went different directions. So I'm just out here doing some calling. Back here behind me there's this open meadow. And so we're just seeing what we can find. Braden and Oliver went two completely different directions. And so we're just really splitting up, covering ground, seeing where the elk are. There's a ton of elk sign in here. So hopefully we can find something. Nothing yet. Braden thought that he heard a bugle last night while we were sleeping. But nothing confirmed yet. So we'll keep you guys up to date and we'll see what happens. So I'm not sure how well you guys can hear me right now, but I'm out here sound checking, looking for elk by myself. And there's just this rock bluff with this beautiful waterfall coming down that I'll show you guys. Just the water is pouring over this rock bluff right here. And then the whole stream just flows out into this big meadow down there and right through the center of it. And no elk yet, but man, the views this morning are just beautiful. Alright guys, so as you can see behind me, I'm kind of on this little lake over here. There's a few little lakes dotted throughout this area, so that's what I'm checking out. I just called across this first one that I can see, and then over there where I can't see, there's actually another one that I was calling across, but I'm surprised I haven't heard anything yet. This seems like good, at least down by the lakes, it seems like good country, maybe a little rocky, but you know, elk are weird, they're all over the place, but Still nothing, so we're gonna keep going. Still nothing. Gotta keep looking. Hey, real quick, guys, I want to talk to you about my bugle tube here, because I'm sure some of you are watching me using it and you're wondering, like, what the hell is that mouthpiece you got on there? So this is just a regular Phelps aluminum bugle tube. But the mouthpiece I have up here, instead of the regular one that comes with it that just goes right over your mouth like a cone, this one is called the Easy Bugler. If you see here, it has the reed built in to the mouthpiece, and that way you make all the sound with just your lips right here. The reason I have this is because I actually have a tied tongue, meaning I can't stick my tongue out very far and I can't move it around a lot in my mouth. So it makes diaphragm calls, the ones that go inside your mouth, it makes it really hard for me to use those because I don't have much mobility of my tongue. And so I ordered this one hoping this would fix my problem, and it definitely has. I'm able to, like, with the diaphragms, I couldn't bugle. I could do cow calls with diaphragms, but I couldn't bugle at all. But I can bugle pretty decent with this one now. So yeah, this thing's a lifesaver. It's pretty sweet. If you have trouble using diaphragm calls, I recommend maybe ordering this and trying it out. It's not bulky, it doesn't weigh a lot. It's 3D printed, it's super light plastic. But yeah, it's pretty sweet and it doesn't take any effort. You just put it in your mouth and blow and you can make noise with it. Takes a little practice obviously to learn how to bugle with it, but it's pretty easy to get down. So yeah, awesome product. I'm super glad I got it. Just wanted to let you guys know what it was, because I'm sure you guys have seen me now a few times just walking around blowing on this weird bugle tube. So all right, well, we're gonna keep looking for those elk. Hopefully we can come across them. It was really wet and humid out here. That's why there's moisture all over my lips and mustache and bugle tube, because all of my breath is just condensating really bad. So hopefully the sun will dry everything out and dry our clothes out and everything like that a little bit. So let's keep looking for the elk. Hey guys, I'm out calling and I just found a bull. He just responded to me and I think he's maybe 100 yards in front of me raking. We'll see what he is. I already filled my tag, so I don't even have a bow. I can't shoot him. So I just backed out from where I heard that bull, and I'm gonna go around him so that way he doesn't hear me or smell me. I'm gonna go meet the other guys back at camp so we can make a plan. He wasn't being very responsive, so that's not very encouraging, but we'll see what happens. It's starting to get to be a little bit later in the day, so maybe as the evening comes in he'll get more responsive. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see if we can make a play on this bull. We'll see what the other guys think. Okay, guys, we all just got back to camp like 20-30 minutes ago, and we were doing some talking. Devin, he spotted 2 bulls. Well, I take that back. He heard 2 bulls. Oliver spooked at least 2 elk. Not sure if they're bulls or cows. We're gonna go try and make a play on one of the ones that Devin heard. So one of them was not very responsive, and the other one was calling back to him pretty much every time. They're just bugling back and forth. So that's the one we're gonna go push on. So we're gonna go try to get a shot on him, and hopefully we can land it. That's pretty much all there is to it. I didn't really spot much while I was out. I saw some old sign, that's about it. Did a bunch of bugling, didn't hear anything. That's all I got.
Alright guys, so we moved into that spot where Devin heard that bull, and we saw a cow and a calf, and me and Devin are pretty sure we just heard the bull up in this area. So we're set up in a spot right now, and Oliver's gonna start doing some calling and try to pull this guy in. So I'm set up, ready for a shot. I'm gonna range my shooting lanes, and hopefully we can get a bull.
Alright you guys, so we spent pretty much the whole middle of the day hiking around and setting up and calling and trying to relocate the bull that I found this morning. We have not had any luck. So we're back up on this high ridge, kind of separates two drainages. One drainage is where the bull was at this morning, and then another drainage off the other direction. So we're sitting up here and we're just letting out some bugles and calls about every 15 minutes, just hoping something responds. We're probably thinking that he bedded down for the day and hasn't been responding, and I don't think he's moved too far, but definitely hasn't responded to us, so we don't know where he's at. So we're just hanging out up here on this ridge, and we're just waiting, hoping that something responds to us. There's a couple of bulls in the area, and then we saw that cow and calf, so there's definitely elk in the area. We just need them to respond to us, let us know where they're at. This morning he was super responsive. Pretty much every time I let out a bugle, he'd bugle back. And so I think it's just a matter of the right timing of day. You know, hopefully he gets up to move around and feed and rut this afternoon, and we can get some bugles, get some action. We need it. All right, so we just sat up here on this ridge calling for the last, I don't know, hour and a half, something like that, and we haven't heard anything at all, which is very disappointing because this is right where I heard that bull first thing this morning. So we're gonna pack back to camp, and we're gonna go warm up in the hot tent and get some food in us. So we'll make a plan for tomorrow, but it sounds like we're gonna be hiking out of here tomorrow. It's just, there's a bull or two in here, but not much as far as a lot of rutting bulls and a lot of cows. So we'll keep you guys posted, but not looking too promising. So I think we're gonna probably pack up in the morning and get out of here. But we'll make our way back to camp for now. All right, so we're packing up camp here. You got the tent broke down, just packing up our bags and the rest of our gear. We're gonna pack out of here. Oliver's knee's been bothering him, and it's just been getting worse, and so we don't want to keep pushing that. So we're gonna pull out of here. We're gonna head home, get showered, cleaned up, rested, and so that's kind of what we're up to. That's where we're at, just packing up camp right now and packing out of here. So Braden and I have been at it for about 2 weeks now, and so it'll be nice to get home, see the wife, shower, have a good hot meal, stuff along those lines. So that's about all I got for you right now, and yeah, just getting things packed up. Got back to the truck, getting some snacks, getting changed before we hit the road. We have about a 5 or 6 hour drive home. Yep.
Yeah, just getting everything packed up and put together.
That's about it. Just getting stuff.
Do a hot shower and a hot meal.
Yeah.